Welcome to Bourbon, Whiskey, and Scotch. I'm Stone, and today we at Oaken Match in Campbellsville, Kentucky. And I got I got a longtime friend with me, Mr. G.J. Man, how you been, man?
Brian, how you been?
I've been eating.
Been a month of Sundays, as they say, since we had a chance to get together, man.
It's been some years.
And again, check your stuff out. You posted online, I seen it, and I was like, oh, I want in.
Yeah.
Like instantly, was like, we've had a couple hiccups with sports and kids and weather and everything else, and
facts.
Here we are. So
I was hoping to get down there and check the game out with you, but the snow decided to come through. But today we are featuring the good old fashioned Oaken Match old fashioned. So you in Campbellsville, Kentucky, you got to come try the old fashioned, best one you will ever have. You wouldn't get one nowhere else.
Man.
So matter of fact, have you tried it yet? Did you like
listen, I took a sip. We'll take another one.
It's smooth, ain't it?
Man, it's super smooth. A lot of bourbons come with that bark.
Yep.
The old fashioned, man, you can't go wrong with it.
You can't. And they on the well, they got Old Fitzgerald Prime on the well.
Okay.
It's a good bourbon. It's a wheated bourbon. A fifth of it, I haven't seen it over $15. But it's smooth. It don't drink it. It's smooth.
It's super smooth.
It's smooth. So if you ever want to pick one up just to sip on, it's
one of those.
Yeah, it's good. Next time we're gonna have one, I'm gonna up it to the Old Granddad 114, which you had a pour of out there.
Absolutely.
And it makes it's good.
That right there put a little hair on your chest.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got 2-3 of them down there.
Oh man!
So I want to start off with the game, man. I know it's all past stuff, but we just not catching up.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about that game? For people who don't know, I'm an Ohio State fan. He's a Texas fan. That's the game we were trying to link up and watch, man. But
now listen,
how you feel about your peoples, man?
We on the come up, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it is when you talk about your teams, man, and what they do. So, but the game was a great game. Knew we had a chance, and we did a couple big plays.
Yeah.
Right. And as a coach, that's what it is. Every game, you talk. It's not everybody sees the couple big plays, but it's the things that set them up. And the coach in me thinks that Sark tried to set too much up, but that's just me. Anyway, but man, Buckeyes doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say? The best team money could buy.
But listen though, let me tell you something. A lot of people think, I'll go ahead and say it, they saying that we spent $21 million. But a lot of people think we went out and grabbed people. Most of that money was to keep our defense. Our defense, we brought in there. They've been there since freshmen.
I know.
Only two people we really brought in was Will Howard and our safety.
And the running back.
And the running back. We did have the running back.
Yeah,
so it's three people.
And the running back.
That's three people.
I know it takes.
That's three people.
But everybody still got to do the 111. And if you got three more people that are better at doing their 111, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. But even if you take the running back out of it, we still had a capable running back that would have did the same. You know what I'm saying?
No. Not even. Listen, hats off. You'll still never get the IO out of the OH from me.
But listen, though, Texas did their thing. First time in the SEC, y'all won it.
We didn't win it. We caught
Y'all didn't win it.
See, there you are.
No, that was a joke. You cut that out. You cut it out.
I feel like I was a jab.
I cut it out.
I ain't worried about cutting nothing out, man. I'm here for a good time.
I look forward to seeing the Manning kid, man.
Listen, and played well. Everybody's like, man, why they not playing?
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like he should have been starting as a Texas fan?
As a Texas fan, I feel like he should have had a package.
Okay.
I feel like he should have got 10 to 20 plays a game. Just to get him used to being in the SEC. Right? He's gonna be there for the next 3 years.
Right.
Which he got to start a couple games. But with Quinn there, the different look. They showed the little quarterback sneak between the legs, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then that was it.
I didn't like Quinn. I was glad when he left Ohio State.
He got better.
I didn't like him. But I feel like when Manning was in, y'all's team rallied around him better than yours?
Added threat. It wasn't that it was more fluid. The defenses had to respect his leg.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know he's a Manning, but he still kind of had that Lamar effect. Like, dog, you can't just drop everybody because he'll go.
Right. But y'all gonna be good, man.
Well,
we are. They won't say rebuilding because it's Ohio State, but we are back to rebuilding. We still got some pieces, but we're not gonna be as strong as we was this year.
But you won a natty.
We did.
But I'm still trying to figure out, if there was any kind of deal between Homeboy and Quinn on that last play. I ain't saying it out loud, but I did.
What kind of deal you think it was? It was a hell of a play.
How crazy is it? Your former roommate is the one that takes one to the crib in the most crucial moment of a national event.
That shit was dope.
Anyways, can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
What else we got on tap?
Yeah.
We over here about to have me upset before we get started.
How you been, man? So let's get the criteria out of the way. Bourbon. How long you been drinking bourbon?
Legally?
Yes. This is a show. I was hoping you was gonna ask instead of tell.
Hey,
I should have. As soon as I said it, I should have asked it better.
I'm from Somerset, dog. Moonshine.
Facts.
But anyways, man, bourbon's been my thing probably since about the time I had kids.
Okay.
For real. But mom and dad used to put it on, hot toddies, right?
Went through that.
We all
and they do work. They do work.
We all went through the hot toddy stage.
Yep.
And then you got some of those friends who are, hey, let's just drink some bourbon and see what happens. And but for me, it never worked that way.
You got a preference?
So I had to age, right? Like the bourbon. I had to age a little bit before I respected it. But in the recent years, enjoy it. Been drinking a lot of Larceny here lately.
Larceny. Mm-hmm. I tried Larceny once. And the one I tried, I didn't like. But I gotta go back to it. My palate has changed since I've been deep in the bourbon, so I gotta go back to it.
Well, I ain't that deep.
You ain't that deep?
No.
So you ain't got a preference? You just kind of just drink?
Well, you heard what happened? What just happened when we ordered? Whatever he... I'll take what he got.
Yeah, which I say all the time, when I walked in this place, I was a Woodford fan, in and out. Mm-hmm. Woodford. I am the furthest away from Woodford than I've ever been because I just tried more. I ain't gonna say there's better ones, but it's just the double oak is. I haven't drunk Woodford in a while.
Okay, well,
the double oak is the best. When it comes to Woodford, try the double oak. If you ain't tried it, if you like Woodford, try the double oak. It's hard to go back to the Woodford once you try double oak.
That's a maroon barrel. The label or is it black?
It's
maroon.
I think so.
Yeah,
like a little shorter little
that's
bottle.
Where I'm at with bourbon.
I
can the color. Okay, yes, that one. All right, I know that one. But no, man. Like I said, I'm a connoisseur. Went from old school drinking to party all the time to now it's casual, more relaxing.
Yeah.
Break down some film. And have a glass. Just thankful for the opportunity, by the way.
Man, thank you guys for coming.
Man, for you guys to have me here. This is awesome. And just so thankful, that we've had an opportunity to come back together.
Man,
how many years?
I think it's been around 2013, I think.
13, 14.
Somewhere around there.
Listen, before we get out of here, we got to take a snap, send it to Tony.
Got to. How's Tony doing? When's the last time you talked to him?
December. I went to stay. Man, Tony's my guy. But me and Tony, he lives up in Noblesville. And Noblesville, Indiana.
Okay.
Yep. And for the last 8 years, every 2 years, we've been going to Noblesville to play the FBU National Championship.
Okay.
The regional round.
Okay.
So when we go up there, I go up on Thursday normally, and I just stay with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we play our games and stuff. So getting to chop it up with him, Zeke, still Zeke.
Yeah.
Tony is definitely still Tony.
That's what's up.
And I absolutely love the fact that we're going to give him a plug on the podcast because
man,
he was on the news like last week.
I did not. What'd he do? It was a good or bad?
Hey, he was outside Shelby's driveway, dog, and they stopped him and interviewed him.
Oh,
you had to find it on Facebook. Tony, I love you. My bad.
I got to let that show.
But you know, he's good, man. Him and Selena, man, such an inspiration to me on my journey.
Right.
If we talk about a journey, people that have impacted it. Obviously, you were back then, and to still have them in my life and be actively engaged with them is pretty cool.
That's fast.
Love them. You know, you love them. Those kids, Zeke and Amaya, man. They're, you know,
that's what's up, man. Well, you meet real people, man, and you gotta keep them close because so much fakeness out here nowadays. So
yes,
I got a little circle. You part of that circle, and you forever. And it's up to me. You will forever be part of that circle, man. But I had to bring it up. I brought it up as far as Bourbon because back when we was hanging on football Saturdays,
man,
flipping back and forth from Ohio State, Texas, and Florida.
Hey, if people don't know.
No,
they have no idea what a Saturday in Somerset was like. 2013, all bets was off.
Yeah,
y'all wasn't doing nothing. We wasn't doing nothing but grilling, drinking, and watching football.
Yeah,
nothing else mattered.
It was the most fun Saturday I ever had, and watching y'all had a grill off every Saturday.
Every Saturday we had grills out. We gonna put some on and see what happens.
But back then we were drinking beer. That's why I was like, I don't remember us drinking any liquor.
We really did.
It was all beer.
Yeah, we like, and we occasionally a shot of some tequila or something, and just to crank it up a notch. But that's about it.
Right. But I miss those times, man. If y'all made it this far in the video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
Don't be scared. Just hit the click and comment. Comment.
And of course, I don't have the friend group to watch football on Saturdays now, so I watch it by myself. But every Saturday, watching my Ohio State Buckeyes, man, a memory to go past, and it was so much fun, man.
Listen, and we were talking, me and Tony, we always talk about those nights, those days, like events, they were like day long events.
Oh yeah,
because you would be asleep and then wake back up and eat some more, and we ready to go. It was like, let's do it again.
Yeah, I was
and
good.
The growth, it is maturity.
Yeah,
as you age, man, and it's so crazy because. I look back at those moments,
right?
And I'm like, man, I'm so thankful, right, to meet such great people,
right?
And it like for me, my whole thing now is I'm a people person, I love. I'm not saying I'm a pleaser,
right?
But I enjoy people. I enjoy being around people.
Facts.
Just talking about it, whatever. And that comes from my dad.
Yeah.
And Pops was one of those people that shoot, he ain't afraid to tell you what it is, how it is, when it was, however it was, and just loving it, man, just loving it,
right?
Random fact today: did you know that I was born here in Campbellsville?
I did not.
I was born here at Taylor County Hospital.
Really?
Yes.
When did you find out?
What do you mean when I found out?
You never told me. You just not telling me.
Random fact. No, but listen. Born back in the day, Russell County didn't have a labor delivery. So it was either Campbellsville or Somerset. Mom chose Campbellsville.
I forget your people's from Russell County.
Yep. So since I'm a Russell County native, the choice was Campbellsville. Me and T both were born at Taylor County Hospital. Yeah, absolutely. And Dad played slow pitch softball at the park. It's like back here somewhere. I feel like I'm close. I was like, I feel like I'm close.
Yeah, hit the bypass.
When I went straight through the light, I was like, man, I'm close to that park where Pops used to play softball.
Right.
And so I have a lot of memories of Campbellsville. Man, definitely got to plug my man Bronson here because he's the reason I am a head coach. The reason I had an opportunity to be a head coach through the Kentucky Middle School Football Association and just the growth, man, and the brothership and the fellowship. Right. That's what it is. It's fellowship.
Hell yeah.
And anytime you get a chance to break bread and be around people that you love and you care about,
ain't nothing better, man.
Man, and he took a chance on me, man. And first year, he's like, man, we got a 6th grade team in Kentucky. We need a head coach. He's like, would you be interested? I wasn't even the head coach at Southern where I was at, right? and he took a chance on me. And man, it's been game on ever since.
That's what's up.
Living a life of significance now, because when I first met him, it was about winning.
Right.
I was trying to win everything. You know how competitive, man.
Yep.
Some of them nights we'd be wrestling around because we so competitive.
Right.
Over doggone mad, over Xbox, over whatever.
I remember some drinking sessions, and you had a book out writing out plays.
What?
It was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
No. You know I have, and dude, you've got to come to Somerset. I've got in my house. I've got probably about 20 notebooks.
Just plays and schemes.
Well, it's not all football. That's growth, and those 20 notebooks have came since Dad passed. And one of the big things I learned that was just to put everything on paper. Even before then, I was putting stuff on paper,
right? But
not everything, and I wasn't keeping up with it. Yeah, so now I've got a track history of my days, my daily list. You know, like
right.
And I mean, sometimes I'm writing cuss words, you know, and some days it is Bible verses, and we're here and we're there and we're locked in on being better. And
facts.
The reason why I did that is because I want to leave my kids something.
Right.
Right. Hey, dog, when you're 4 years old and struggling, hey, when you're at college in your dorm and things aren't going good, you've got something to look back on and be like, hey, dog, hey, Pops has struggled too.
That's what's up.
It's just part of it.
That's what's up. What got you to? What made you do it? What started you doing that?
Lose my dad. I hate to say it, but Dad passed away leukemia in 21, and it was tough, bro. Yeah, because he was the one that's supposed to make it, right? Like he was in a situation where he was supposed to make it, and and Mom has cancer as well, and she's had cancer since 13, and so Mom's life expectancy is 3 years. And it's 2025, and she's still here, not missing a game. Right. We found out about Dad's stuff, and within 6 months, he's gone. And so, and that was during COVID. Make it even better, right? Right. So there was a lot that happened within that little bit of time for me. Right. And so within that little bit of time, and like I was the one that man, it was so cool. Me and Pop, like looking back on it, like everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" It's so cool. It was so cool because for the first time in my life, I actually got to know my dad. Right? Because Dad was always my coach. Right. Now I'll say it again. You heard me. Dad was always my coach. Right. But in his last year of his life, he finally became Dad. Right? And it was like, oh man, I missed out on so much. Right. Right, like instant. So you gotta think 21. All right, cool. My kids are 14, 13. Yeah. So they're of age. They love Nanny Papa, right? Right. Like Nanny Papa was, and so I had to stop. Yeah. And it was I ain't gonna faith. Put my faith in God. Yeah. Put my faith in God. That's all you can do. Stand in it though. Yeah. You heard me? Like I done been. I try to tell people, I done been in the belly. I done been in the furnace, man. And the problem with it all is that the obedience to keep going back. Right? You're like, if he tell you he's gonna be with you, he's gonna be with you. Facts. Stop tripping. Facts. If he tell you he's gonna be with you, he's gonna be with you. Stop tripping. Right. And so it's all about that faith. And when you start that, you start to I guess get blinders to a sense to focus on what's important. Right. And my faith and the future of the family and understanding that there's generational curses and man, podcast. Ed Milet, Tim Tebow, Inky Johnson, Prime. I love me some Coach Prime. Right. And then like you get these guys, you start listening to that stuff on a consistent basis and instant results. Right. Right. And God's blessed me. Man, that's what's up. For us to be here and even have a chance for me to even say that. Facts. And I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm glad you opened up because this YouTube, first of all, I found the love in the bourbon. Second of all, I realized I can do it.
and got access to do it. And like I tell everybody else that comes on the show, as long as I do a bourbon review, and we did, had the drinks, we reviewed them. Yep. You liked it, you have it again. We had Oaken match. I'm blessed to have somewhere to record.
Oh, absolutely.
But third of all, I got a platform for guys like us,
to
open up and speak.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the higher ups, they got it. All the athletes, they got podcasts and YouTube. But black men on our level don't have a lot of places to speak. So that's why I started a segment on my show called Bourbon with the Fellas, which this is one of them.
Okay.
And as long as we do a review, where conversation goes, it goes. And so the fact that you open up naturally, thank you. Because this is what this is for.
Absolutely.
Now, you said something. You said your daddy was always your coach. Your father, I'm sorry. Because there is a difference. And so being a father and a coach, how do you separate the two?
You don't, man, and that, listen, if anybody knows Coach Prime, if anybody knows Dion and can get me close, let me know, because I know what he's going through with Shiloh and Shadur, because I'm going through it. I'm trying to tell y'all. But you have to be able to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture. And so I started coaching, not coaching my kids, because even when you're in Somerset, I was not coaching Zay. No, I was not his coach. Right. So I started my coaching career not coaching my kids, and so I ended it coaching them because I couldn't do it. Because and people are like, what? This, that, and the other.
So you say you don't separate the two. So you
do.
You always dad, or you always coach?
Well,
are you coach on the field and dad at home?
Well,
or how's it work?
Well, you know how I am. Sometimes them wires get crossed. And coach show up at the house, got the boys doing up down. I don't know what. And then dad on the field just wanting to wear somebody out, right? And that's
but listen though, but they will grow up appreciating that though. Not a lot of kids or people period have they don't have that. Like my father, he didn't really he came to my games, but he didn't know football, so it wasn't no football conversation. You know what I'm saying? So
can I and I hate that, but can I say something?
Yeah, say anything you want.
Me and these boys, me and my two, the head coach's sons that are both quarterbacks, I bet this podcast is longer than the amount of film that we watched together.
Really?
Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Right? And everybody's like, man, but you're the coach. You can watch plays, you can break down, you can scheme, No, when I'm at home, I'm dad.
Right.
Dad, man, whatever it is. And so for me, with my kids, it's always been their area, their actions, their responses and replies to the actions,
right?
Their effort and their attitude. Right? Ooh, that's Brian Dawkins. YouTube, like he did his YouTube, his Hall of Fame speech. Brian Dawkins is one, if you have it, because he was a dude.
Yeah,
he was a dude.
He's a monster,
and
he couldn't play in today's NFL the way he hit.
Oh no.
He'd be fine. He'd be broke.
No,
the fines he get.
Oh yeah,
he hit,
and I love it because he was such a strong Christian man, and people don't understand that. And like you back and listen to some of his clips, he hit somebody and was like, "I'm gonna knock you out in the name of Jesus."
and not to say today's football players are soft. It's the rules.
Yeah,
it ain't the players. It's the rules.
Well, listen,
you know what I'm saying, but
got kids that play,
right?
Yeah, these kids need it, dog. They move different than we did.
Really?
Yeah, the game's different. Like people are like, well, back in my day, back in your day, you was running a 5'6". You know, your middle linebacker. Yeah, he would hit you if he could.
Right.
You know, but he wasn't going to catch nobody.
Right.
But now you got D linemen that are faster than some running backs.
Facts.
So
at 300. At 300.